Hey guys, I am making a video today to show you how to add a file to your Google Drive either through email or upload it to from your computer desktop. And I'm gonna try to show you some features today that help you be a little bit more efficient in working virtually. Um, One of the biggest things that I find in our collaborative teams is us sharing common assessments and common tests, or that is an assessment, but common activity sheets and that kind of thing. And when we're working on a Chromebook versus working on our desktop, things can be a little bit different. So I want to make sure I highlight some of those things. All right, so to get to your Google Drive, if you just click on the Chrome web browser, you should be taken to this screen, or it could be a different screen you've got set up. And before I get too much further, I want to let you know that if you're an avid Google Drive user, you might not need this video. So you can jump to whatever you do need. If you look down in the video description, I've broken down where I hit certain things, or you might not need this video at all, and you're totally welcome to skip it. It's not a big deal. But I'm going to hit the Google Drive, and it'll take me to my drive. You can think of your drive as like the documents files on your desktop computer. It's just saved virtually, and it saves space on your computer so that you're not overloading your computer, and if it crashes, then you have backup. It's also available for you to be able to share and edit documents as a team, either with your students or with other teachers. So when you're in your Google Drive, you should notice that the way I have it laid out, I am on the My Drive tab. We'll talk about priority on a different day. We'll talk about shared drives on a different video. I'm just talking about uploading today. But over here in the top right hand corner, there is a list view, which will change the layout of my Google Drive to make all of my files in a list. But I like to keep mine in the little box view so I can kind of see a preview of the document. So either one, whatever way you work best is what you should do. Okay, so also when you look at your drive, some of your folders have little people in them and some of them don't. The ones that don't are personal to you, only you can see those files. The ones with little people, someone else has access to that folder and is able to add to that folder, edit any documents in that folder, or delete anything they want to delete. So be careful about adding things to a shared folder. Make sure it's something you want to be able to be shared with someone else. Okay, so we're going to start with uploading just a regular file. You can upload a whole folder or you can upload a file. And what I just clicked was the plus sign over here in the top left-hand corner. If I'm going to upload a file, it'll take you to your computer files. And I'm just going to click Algebra 1. And I'm going to click this quiz right here. And you should see over here in the bottom left-hand screen, it's working on uploading this one item, and it's taking a little bit longer than usual. Let's try that again. We'll upload something else. Yeah, there it is. Okay, now this is a Word file. So this little icon right here means it's a Microsoft Word file. If it is a Google Doc, let's see, the icon looks like this right here, which is a blue box with little lines. The difference, okay, your Chromebook doesn't really talk to Microsoft files very well. It'll open them, but you can't edit them. You'll have to convert them to a Google Doc already. So make sure if it's going in a shared file and you're wanting other people to work on it, that you go ahead and convert it to a Google Doc. Well, Brittany, how do you do that? So here's my Word file. I'm going to click Google Docs, convert to Google Doc, open with Google Docs. And you can see it still says .docx. Even though it's a Google Doc, it still says that. That means it's going to save it as a Word file still. So I don't want it to be a Word file at all. I want it to just be a Google Doc. To do that, you just click File, Save as a Google Doc. And it'll open up a new browser window. That's okay. There it is. Okay, so this is what I want everybody to have. So both of these are now in your drive. You've got a Word file and you got a Google Doc file. If you want to delete one, go ahead. I mean, it's up to you how you want to organize it. Just go back to your drive, find it, and it'll be there. How do I find it though? Well, we need to organize it a little bit. So if you look up at the title up here in the top left-hand corner, there's a little folder that says Move. Okay, this little check mark means it's in your drive. You've connected it to the internet. Move pulls up all your file folders, and then you can add it to whichever folder you want to add it to. Well, if I want to keep it in my drive and I want to keep it the way I have it, but let other people edit it, make a copy of the document. Sorry, that just happened. Just hit make a copy and put the copy in the shared file. You can do that, if you don't want yours to change, your hard copy to change. So that's how you upload a document and organize it. Now, a lot of people think that when you add it to your drive, no one else can see it. No edits cannot be seen. That is not true. If it's in a shared folder and other people have access to that shared folder, other people can edit it. So make sure that you're putting in the file that you want. That's what I guess I'm trying to say. Okay. So another way to get to this file, see if you don't know where it is, you can hit that little folder right there and it'll pull it up. So that's right there. This document right here is the same one. It'll take you directly to the drive. Now, if this isn't here, how do I find it? Well, if you look right here, there's a recent tab over on the left-hand side, and it should pull it up right there. 1.2 evaluating homework. So anything that you've recently opened or worked with pops up in this little tab. So, a couple of days late. This is extremely important if you're in a collaborative team meeting and you can't find a file. If you go to recent, you can find it. Shared with me is for things that other people have created and shared with you. So if they send it to you in an email, it's shared with you. If they have put it in a folder, it's shared with you. So any sort of quick changes can be found there. Another thing, if you can't find something, you can always search for it. So in that top bar, the search and drive is there for you. Okay. Now let's say I've got an email with something and I want to make sure that I put it in my drive. So if you go to your Gmail, you just click on the link to the document. Just make sure that, see, it says save to drive, but make sure that you've got that folder and you've got it where you want in the folder that you want to put it in. If that be a shared folder or if that be your own personal folder. Typically, when it's something that's not already in your drive, this part pops up first and you just click the arrow to get it to the folder you want to get it to. Okay. All right, so this is just a little tutorial on how to make your life a little bit more efficient with Google Drive. Please let me know if you have any other suggestions or questions or tutorials you want to see. I'm going to try to hit the high points or hit the questions that most teachers have asked me over the past few months, weeks, whatever. I'm happy to help. You'll have a great day.